Hey everyone, ArdrethShadow here, and welcome back to Doki Blue Skies. So previously, we avoided a crisis, and then Monica introduced the idea of the poetry performance for the festival. And now I'm hoping that I did not mess up the Natsuki route. Anyways, oh man, I'm the last one here. Oh, don't worry about it. Everyone's late from time to time. Even you, Little Miss Perfect. Besides, you've been working hard, so I think you deserve some slack. Come on, give her some slacks. I guess so. I'm usually pretty punctual, but I just lost track of time today. What made you forget the time? It's a funny story, actually. It's such a very long story. It's like, are you related to Ruby Tojo? I recently decided to learn how to play the piano, so I was practicing just now. That's probably why I didn't notice the school bell going off. You can play the piano? That's quite impressive. I've always wanted to play an instrument myself. It's not as cool as you make it out to be. I've only been playing for a little while, so I've still got a ways to go before I'm any good. You should pick up an instrument too, Yuri. I could definitely see you playing the violin. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Yeah, that pretty much suits Yuri perfectly. The violin is a beautiful instrument. I'm partial to the sound of the flute as well. Flutes can be calm and elegant, just like you. Thank you. How's it like to play the piano? It's really an enjoyable instrument to play. Not to mention, I really love how it sounds. One moment it can sound gentle and soothing, the next, powerful and full of force. The piano's an instrument that I'm familiar with too. Well, at least somewhat. My father had signed me up for piano lessons when I was younger. He'd been playing since high school and wanted to pass his passion down to me. But I never really got into it. Considering that, you'd think I would hate the piano. But for some reason, I find myself internally cheering on Monica. Maybe because it reminded me of my father in a way. Monica, you certainly are a talented individual. First starting your own club from the ground up, and now picking up piano on a whim? I doubt I'd be able to do that. Oh, don't say that. Anyone can do amazing things as long as they have a passion for it. Which is why I think we're all going to do amazing at the festival. I can't wait for the festival. It's like, just yesterday you were all like, I hate the festival, I don't want to do this. It's gonna be awesome! Natsuki, weren't you protesting the festival yesterday? Exactly. Well, obviously I meant everything besides our part of the festival. Oh, that makes more sense. I still don't like the idea of performing. Monica rolls her eyes. I don't want to see this whole debate over again either. But I am looking forward to everything else. It's a whole day of school where you can just run around and eat till you bust. I can see the eagerness in Natsuki's eyes. She must really like food. Because I need food.
I need food.
She kind of reminds me of a certain someone. Speaking of which, where is Sayori? Oh, there you are! Sayori's sitting at a desk in the back of the room, staring out at the window. I walk over to her. As I do, I hear the girls continue to converse behind me. Something about squid? Oh, is this about the Mon-Ika joke, or however it's pronounced? Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Are you okay? She forces a smile. It's not very convincing. Of course I am, silly. Why wouldn't I be? Translation. Stop being so dense and help me. I'm hurting inside. Can't you feel it? I don't know, you seem a bit off today. Maybe I'm wrong, but no, you're right. My mind wanders back to what she said, what she asked me as we were walking home together. You worry too much, Daniel. I'm fine, seriously. Nope. I can read you like a book. She shows me another smile, much bigger and more genuine. While it seems more Sayori-like, there's still something inside me that feels like something's up. Sayori must have noticed, as she hastens to explain. To tell you the truth, I just didn't get much sleep last night. I'm really tired, so sorry if I'm a little cranky. Seriously though, I'm probably not much fun to hang around with right now. Why don't you spend some time with the others? I might try and have a little nap. Sure, okay. Just, know that if anything's bothering you, you can talk to me, okay? I'd hate to see you suffering in silence. She nods. If only you knew. Suffering might be a little strong of a word. A strong but accurate word. Oh well, you know what I mean. Sayori nods again, and then shoos me away. Go away, Daniel! As I wander off to talk to Monica, that feeling of uneasiness isn't going away. Maybe that's just how Sayori is these days. I mean, it's been a good few years since we properly hung out together. Maybe she's changed. Deep down, I know that isn't the reason. Still, maybe Monica knows more than I do. After all, she's the president, right? I timidly approach her. She's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Daniel, what's up? I decide to jump right in. There's no point beating around the bush. Hey, so, have you noticed anything wrong with Sayori recently? Wrong? What do you mean? I don't know, she just seems a little downcast today. So do you have any idea why she might be feeling off? Like, have you seen her act this way before? No, I can't say I've ever seen her like this before. Yeah, she says she's just feeling tired because she didn't get much sleep. But to be honest, I'm not buying it. She's normally upbeat and cheerful. Her behavior has been so uncharacteristic. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Wait, didn't she say she was going to try and take a nap? Maybe there is something on her mind. My question is, though, why are you asking me, Daniel? You've certainly known her longer than I have. Yeah, well, you've spent more time with her. You've spent more time around her recently than I have, with the club and all. I guess so. But I've never seen her dismiss me. Maybe she didn't exactly dismiss me, but it felt like she just wanted me gone. Sorry, I'm just concerned for her, you know. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything at all, or if you knew anything, that's all. No. I appreciate you coming to me. It's really sweet how concerned you are for her. After all, it's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. You sure that's a good idea? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? I know you've known Sayori for longer than I have, so perhaps you're right. Still, it's worth a try. I also have to talk to her about what she wants to do for the festival anyway. Oh right. Fair enough then. I just hope she's more receptive to you than she was with me. Monica pauses, studying my worried facial expression. The warmth of her smile reflects in her eyes. You really care about her, don't you? From what I can gather, you've been friends for a while. Yeah, we've been childhood friends for as long as I can remember. Although before I joined the club, we had been drifting a lot. I hate thinking that she's been like this before, without me around to help her. Hey, I know it's hard, Daniel. It's never easy seeing a friend suffer. but for what it's worth, she's lucky to have someone so thoughtful looking out for her. Don't blame yourself for it. You can't always be there for everyone. I know she's right, but the feeling of guilt still resides. Yeah, I guess. Hey, she's been a lot happier since you joined the club, you know. Huh? Really? Yep, she told me she was kind of surprised at first, and she didn't expect you to want to join. But once she got over that, she enjoyed having you around. Anyway, I know it's hard seeing her like this. I'll talk to her and see what I can do, okay? She'll be fine, don't you worry. I sure hope so. Let's just hope you're right, Monica. Thank you for everything, by the way. You've been a big help. Haha, you're too kind, Daniel. Nothing to thank me for. She stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet. I sigh and sit myself down. No point in trying to eavesdrop. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica to talk to her. Hey, you! I look up to see Natsuki standing next to me. Well, don't just sit there. We don't have much time today. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to worry you. It's not like I'm worried or anything, dummy. It's just... Natsuki glances at her hands. She's holding the third volume. Oh right, that. I'm sorry, something just came up recently. We can get started now if you'd like. Jeez. If something's bothering you, you can just tell me to go away, you know. But I don't want to be a jerk to you. Assuming you don't want to talk about it. Oh? It's like, Natsuki, are you inviting me to talk about my feelings with you? She mumbles that last part, so I might have heard it. Nah, it's okay. It's not really that big of a deal. I'm just concerned about Sayori is all. Sayori? Yeah, she seems distant today. I don't know. She says she's just tired, but there's something in the back of my mind telling me it's more than that. Natsuki takes a moment to reflect on what I just said. I think you're just being paranoid, Daniel. If she doesn't want to tell you what she's feeling, why she's feeling down, then it's probably nothing really important. She's your best friend, so I think she'd come to you first if anything happened. Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. Guess you get that way when you've known someone, as long as I've known Sayori. You've been friends for a while, right? Yep, about as long as I can remember. You must really care about her. The expression on Natsuki's face is almost a bit jealous. No chance, no way. I won't say I'm in love. Well, as my best friend, yeah. I can see where this conversation is going and try to change subjects. Anyway, as you said, we don't have much time. Want to get started? Yeah, sure. And I guess nothing of note really happened. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles reassuringly at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Okay, well I guess, speaking of that, if this really is the part that I'm thinking of, I'm gonna talk to Sayori first, and then I guess I'll basically just head on down the line. It's good to see you taking poetry seriously, Daniel. Yeah, truthfully, I wasn't really sure how I'd like writing poems, but coming here made me realize how enjoyable it can be. It looks like you've really been influenced by Natsuki, too. Okay, so I'm still on Natsuki's route. Have I? Did you specifically write it for her? What? No, I didn't. Except yes, I did. What gave you that impression? Probably at least 70% of the 20 words I chose. Never mind. It's a nice poem, by the way. Thank you. An awkward silence descends upon us. It's good to see you making friends, though. Seeing you get closer to them, seeing you happy, it makes me happy, too. I turn to look at her, but she's deliberately avoiding eye contact as she aimlessly fiddles with the pen in her hands. Her words really don't match her demeanor. No sense in questioning it, though, as I already know what the response would be. How was your nap, by the way? Time to interrogate her. Oh yeah, it was great. Really helped. I'm fully aware that she didn't nap at all, and the fact she went along with the lie further confirms my suspicions. I open my mouth to call her out on it, but then I stop, remembering Natsuki's words. You're being paranoid, Daniel. Maybe Natsuki was right. Maybe I am just overreacting. Well, I know better, but... As she pointed out, Sayori is my best friend. Then again, it's not like we've really been acting like best friends over the past few years. There's clearly some distance between us, as much as I don't want to admit it. All I can do now is let her know I'm here for her and respect her boundaries. Sometimes you just have to work with the hand you've been dealt, I guess. Hey Sayori, look, this might sound a bit weird, but I just want you to know that I'm here for you, no matter what's going on. I shouldn't have pried earlier. I should have respected your privacy. It's just hard for me to sit back and... well, it feels like nothing. It's okay. I appreciate the concern. Thank you. Anyway, Monica told me she wanted to discuss our festival preparations after everyone was done sharing poems. So, I should probably show you my poem now. Anyway, here it is. Fairy Tale. In a kingdom far, far away, there was a castle. In the castle, there was a wish. The wish came to be long, long ago. She was made to be an angel. But I wasn't an angel. I was just a wish to make everyone happy. Okay, I can see where this is going. I took on their burdens and did what I could. I kept safe their dreams, like a guardian should. The seeds from my efforts then spread far and wide. I fed them with power I found deep inside. People liked me when I made things right. But they got used to it and stopped believing so much. I watched the children playing and felt sad. But I was happy, too. I really was. It truly was enough to be the fairy godmother. The one everyone depended on and trusted. But time kept on passing as I gave my all. I had nothing left, and I couldn't stand tall. But I kept going as I'd always done. A soldier in battle with nowhere to run. Even wishes get tired too. Everyone was happy my job was done, but what came after? I could see darkness on the horizon. Quick, make it all go away. When everything's big and bright, what more could anyone wish for? Nobody knew how long it would keep up, but they kept on living happily ever after. So, what did you think? That one was just downright depressing. Well, Sayori, I had no idea you could write like this. This is something else. Have the others seen this? No, not yet. You're the first one I've shown it to. What an honor, eh? So, what's this one about? Well, I pretty much already know the answer, but let's see what she says. From what I can gather, it's about someone who tries to keep everyone happy, right? She nods. Okay, my suspicions are right. And people liked that, but eventually they kinda just went away and didn't really care anymore. Got used to it. But that's okay, because at least they were still happy. And this person, the kingdom's wish, even she gets a little tired from time to time. But as long as everyone's happy, that's her job. She's happy when the others are happy. That's the most important thing. I look back at the poem, trying to pick up on the more subtle meanings. But surely the angel doesn't have to be alone. People don't have to depend on her just to be happy. Surely the angel could share the responsibility, right? With who? Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, maybe I'm just looking into this a bit too much. I just feel kinda sorry for her. I blink. Am I seriously sympathizing with the fictional angel? Why not? Especially when you have a cute angel right in front of you. Maybe I'm really getting into this poetry thing. Same way I really get into anime. I'm glad my poems can get such a reaction out of you, Daniel. I really put a lot of thought into this one last night. And you seem to pick up on it. With an uncomfortable dawn of realization, it's become quite clear how this poem relates to Sayori. Ding 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 ding, we have a winner, folks. Tell him what he's won, Johnny! Well, it's like, exactly, Sayori is... She's the one who's been trying to keep everyone happy, but she's getting tired of it, especially because she's sacrificing her own happiness. Well, I doubt he came to that exact same realization as I did, but... I'm not going to have much luck questioning that, though. Well, I hope the angel can find happiness soon. Maybe she should share her burdens with other people. In other words, tell me the truth! She might be surprised at how receptive the people of the kingdom are. But then they'll be sad. That would be selfish. Which is why she doesn't want to tell anyone her problems. She doesn't want to make anyone else sad because she feels like that's being selfish. So, yes. Sorry, it's like I said, I just adore this girl, and it's like I've just seen so many mods that studied her character. Or maybe they'll be happy to give something back to their angel. Just call me angel of the morning, darling. Okay, after all, she was keeping them happy. It's only fair that they get to give something back, right? A shake of the head and a sad smile is my only response. Well, okay. So that went differently than what I thought it would be. In the original game, she would have said something about being tired and leaving early. I don't know if she'll still do that. Or maybe she'll stick around. Alright, let's see it. Well, you're certainly enthusiastic today, aren't you? Of course! Of course! You know I like your writing. Oh, Natsuki, you're slipping. Oh, thanks. Oh, shut up! Natsuki playfully punches my arm. It did take you a while to admit that, didn't it? Now when are you gonna admit that you're in love? Admit what? That you like my writing? Well, of course! I had to put you in your place first. Know your place. If I told you you were good off the bat, you would have gotten cocky. Don't get too cocky, Star Fox. It's not like I was shy or something stupid like that. Son, 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 that's all I'm hearing from you. Or like, jealous because of your writing skills. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. I feel bad for anyone that gets jealous. It gets that jealous. Natsuki, your tsundere is showing. Yeah? You're not exactly the most confident in your writing, are you? You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? Natsuki doesn't say a word. I knew it, you do like Krabby Patties. Okay, no. I finally understand. I understand what you're feeling right now! Natsuki acts so arrogantly to hide her insecurities from other people. It's basically a coping mechanism. People talk loud when they want to Act smart, right? Okay, more SpongeBob. If she constantly says she's the best, people might just end up believing her. I mean, I definitely did. Daniel, be completely honest. Do you like my poems? No, I hate them. No. Natsuki, of course I do. I already told you, your poems are my inspiration. You're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration. I look up to you as a writer. Thank you. I needed to hear that. It's just that people never take me seriously, you know? All they ever say is that I'm cute or childish. Sometimes I don't want to be cute. But no one ever listens. I put a lot of effort into my writing, and it seems like you're the only one that truly appreciates it. Yuri just dismisses it because it's not sophisticated enough for her. But she showed you yesterday that... Oh, well, I don't know. Natsuki realizes she said that a bit too loud and stops talking. I said the quiet part loud and the loud part quiet. Natsuki, I'm sorry that I treated you like that when I first met you. I had no idea that you hated that, and I'm sorry. And yeah, people can be jerks. Pretty much like what my grandma used to say. People can be idiots. But just don't pay attention to the idiots. Especially because you know they're idiots and they don't know jack. Well, just a rough paraphrasing of what she used to tell me when I was little and had to go through a lot of bullying. They quickly form impressions and don't give people the chance. Which sucks. Yeah, tell me something I don't know. But you can't change people. Nope. And I guess something like what Jim Carrey said. You can explain yourself until you're blue in the face to other people and they'll still keep going on thinking the way they're thinking. So really, it's like, don't even bother trying to change or explain yourself to anybody. Because it's not going to matter. People are still going to be people. They're going to continue thinking the way they do. You just gotta take them as they are. I know. It just makes me mad. Yeah, it's pretty stupid, I'll admit. But that's life. Yeah. We both sit in silence for a minute. Well, moving on. Can I see your poem? I go to reach for Natsuki's poem, which is sitting on a nearby desk, but she grabs my wrist. What? No! What? I mean... Okay, don't tell me you wrote a diss poem about me. Is it because of my face? It's not any good. And yours is probably better anyway. Natsuki, you know I also like your writing. Besides, you have high standards of yourself. Kind of like I do. If you say it's bad, then it's more than likely just fine. Ugh, okay, here. Just... Natsuki turns away from me, so grumpy. I don't want you to see my face right now. Alright. Blue. Say... I can't remember the song. I'm blue, dabba-dee, ba-die, dabba-dee, dabba-die, dabba-dee, ba-die. Okay, no. It used to be that all my sight was filled with shades of black and white. Then one day, I found someone. And someone I could see alright. I'd felt so small and had no clue that everything could have such hue. But then you came and held my hand. I felt like you had changed my view. Oh my god. Well, this is giving me some Exit Music Club kind of vibes here. Well, except the poem isn't called Hero, and she's not saying, like, you're my hero, or whatever. A rainbow of colors sprouted out from the trust you showed me, without a doubt. My struggles before all faded away when I found what understanding's all about. Whenever I feel like I'm losing my way, and my will starts to shake and shiver and sway, I'll stand and I'll fight and look to the light. 'Cause when I have you, I won't go astray. Sometimes the sunlight is hidden from view, and shadows will threaten to drown me anew. But I'll start to smile when we talk a while. 'Cause when I'm with you, the skies are blue. Doki Doki blue skies. There's that theme again. Well, that was definitely very endearing. And I guess you can take that as a friendship, or you can take that as a subtle confession of love. However you want to take it. You said you didn't want me to see your face after reading it. What's that look for? If you hate it, just say it. I won't get mad. What? No, I don't hate it. It was just unexpected. I'm not used to you being this nice to me. Don't just say that. Dummy. She said it. Oh my god, she said it! Quick, somebody! It's like, immortalize this moment. Well, technically I'm immortalizing this moment with the video. Okay, fine, so... cancel that order. You... know what the point of writing is, right? Expressing feelings you can't say out loud. Basically, I love you, dummy! Man, it's like, there was that piece of artwork of Natsuki, like, she's kind of looking away and she's holding out a book. And the book, it's written in there, it says, I like you, dummy, or whatever. I love that picture. It's like, is that what's kind of going on here? Well, I don't think so. We're not at that point yet. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for not always getting the point. It's not my fault I'm a dense anime protagonist. I do try. And thank you for showing this to me. I really like it. I mean, remember that I can think like this sometimes too. And, I'm glad you like it. I am the pro, after all. Natsuki's voice is soft and shaky, a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. The confidence in her voice whenever she's bragging is completely gone. Do you want this back? I have another poem for the others to see. Ooh. I couldn't keep that up. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Man, seeing that on the mic. It's like, you know it's real when she makes a poem just for you. I guess I'll keep it. Okay. It's not like I want you to keep it or anything, dummy. Natsuki avoids eye contact as I slip her poem in my bag. I shall treasure this forever. And let me guess, Yuri doesn't want to have a damn thing to do with me. I was right! Yuri glances over at me, but quickly turns away. Perhaps she wants to be left alone for now. I'll let her come to me if she changes her mind. Well, that's not gonna happen. Yep, so you'll get your turn afterwards. Okay, a little bit of Monica in my life. Hi, Daniel! I approach Monica wanting to talk about Sayori with her some more. But she takes control of the conversation before I can say anything, and immediately jumps into club business. She's a real businesswoman at heart. This might come as a surprise, but we have a festival coming up soon. Oh my god, really? I had no idea! My gosh, thank you for telling me, Monica, otherwise I never would have known about this! Okay, seriously, what's up? It's like, before you were saying that I was being sarcastic, now I'm picking up a bit of sarcasm out of you. Oh wow, I never would have guessed. Really, I didn't know that. Have you thought about what you want to Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Perform Blue! Okay, I don't know. I guess if he actually did that, I would imagine that Natsuki would probably die of embarrassment. Well, I guess as long as you say it's by Anonymous, but then she would still be like dying in her seat. Despite any praise the girls might have given me, I really doubt that my poetry's up to snuff. Especially after reading Natsuki's poem. It's like, I'm just that blown away by it. I'm sure that there's not just a little bias during the poetry discussions. Okay, no pressure. Except a lot of pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. You wouldn't want to let down the club, right? My god, Monica, enough with the guilt trip. She says it with a teasing tone, but a chill runs down my spine when I think about the implications of disappointing everyone. Well, you'll be okay if you disappoint everyone else, but her. It's like, you see this? This isn't the face of mercy. Who knows what Monica would do to me if I betrayed her as her loyal literature club subject. Queen Monica would have me executed at the stocks. They'll get out a guillotine, and I'll be put up on a podium, and everybody will be around, and then she'll be like, "Off with his head!" And then I'll die. Okay, no. Not to mention, I'm also looking forward to seeing your performance. Right. That's definitely not something I can relate to. Don't worry so much. You'll do fine. After all, you've been doing fine in these poetry discussions so far. Monica, have you really read my poems? So you say. They're just 20 random words that, when strung together, make no coherent sense. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Here it is. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. The Box Part 2. I was about to say, did we read the box? But yeah, I think we did. On my nightstand sits an ornate box, painstakingly crafted, decorated, with the most delicate filigree? I don't know. Beautiful, beautiful, the most beautiful box you'll ever see. In that box stands a slender porcelain ballerina. No, not stands, twirls. She is inanimate, yet animate. Cold, yet vibrant, and oh, so beautiful. The most beautiful ballerina you'd ever see. She spins and spins and spins. As the box's melody goes, tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. She neither smiles nor frowns, a permanent look of blank composure painted on her facade. She dances for my amusement, and yet I am evaded by amusement. The room spins around me, vertigo. I want answers, but she gives me none. So is this basically Monica comparing her to being just a dancing monkey made to dance for everyone's entertainment in a box that she has no control over? I slam the box closed, and yet the room still spins. My skin, porcelain. Is this all she is meant to be? Is this the meaning she is supposed to derive? Is this the sole purpose of her existence? And then her skin cracks, shattering. Very abstract. You know, I feel like looking for answers and contemplating your reality are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Oh my gosh, is she actually talking to me, the real Daniel, right now? Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. Okay, I guess she is talking to this Daniel. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? That's where you're wrong, Monica. Because you see, life has no meaning. It is what we make of it. You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Yeah, it's very depressing. Well, Natsuki's poem, the blue poem, that wasn't depressing. How fitting. Somber subjects for a somber day. Well, I don't even know what Yuri wrote about. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't one-dimensional creatures. That almost reminds me of the Looney Tunes cartoon, What's Opera Doc, at the end, where he's like, well, what were you expecting? A happy ending? That's what makes people so interesting. Like to imply, like, in a sense, well, at least this is just me kind of thinking about it years and years later, but, like, is he implying that, like, that the opera would have been more interesting if we had a sad ending compared to a happy ending, where Elmer Fudd didn't kill Bugs Bunny? You might think that it would all be way better if everyone is happy and uncomplicated all the time. It's like, are you secretly Sharon? It's like, I don't believe what I'm hearing, and you're starting to sound like Sharon. Because happy endings are boring. But how would we know what happiness was if it weren't for the sadness to compare it to? Well, true. And like the saying goes, or well, at least it's not a saying, but without chaos, order cannot exist. Because really, it's like, without chaos, how would you even know what order is? You would have nothing to compare it to. I guess that's true. Even so, I'd rather not see my friends so troubled. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Oh boy! Gotta write this down! Okay, I just slammed that on my desk. Well, I'm probably gonna have to get ready to write anyway, since I feel a decision coming up. Do you ever feel discouraged when someone you've put, or when something you've put a lot of time into doesn't get as much attention as you thought it would? For instance, you could have spent hours and hours on a poem, only to have your friends barely glance at it when you show it to them. It might make you feel like doing any more is useless. And the sad truth is, the world is so saturated with creative works already that most people won't receive any attention. At least relative to the most popular artists and authors. There's actually not that much you can do in that situation besides try your best. However, you should also think of things in terms of popularity and numbers of views. The most important thing should be your own personal self-satisfaction. Yeah, pretty much. It's like, I know I've had people tell me like my channel's dead and whatever because I don't have thousands and thousands of subscribers. But I mean, really? Well, number one, none of my videos are monetized. So it's like, I'm literally not doing this to make money. And two, I'm basically just doing this for my own satisfaction and leisure. So, yes, in a sense, my whole channel is basically just about my own self-satisfaction of self-expression. If you're proud of yourself and your work, then I say that's enough success. That was the most depressing writing tip of the day ever. That was my advice for today. Sailor Moon says, thanks for listening.
Winning love by daylight, never
Okay, everyone. We're all done sharing poems, right? In which case, let's start figuring out what we're all going to do for the festival. So is Sayori gonna still be here? Ugh, you still remembered. Were you thinking she was gonna forget? I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Anyway, as I was saying... Well, I already know what I'm doing. Absolutely nothing. That's right. Natsuki will be making her specialty, cupcakes. Okay, well... Yeah, so that's still the same. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Yes, like chocolate, with or without nuts. Okay, no. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all of the poetry pamphlets. Sayori, you mentioned goodie bags earlier, if I remember correctly. Yep, I wanted to make some goodie bags for everyone, and put in little quotes, bookmarks, and candies. Okay, well this is definitely different. Because, yeah, like I said, in the original universe, she left early because she was too tired / depressed. And then at some point somebody was going to say like, hey, what's Sayori supposed to be doing? And Monika would be like, oh, well she's just helping me do the posters and whatever. Ah yes, that was it. Great idea. People will love that. Indeed, I'm glad you're helping, Sayori. Me too. It makes me hopeful that I'm not going to be scarred for life. Or that I'm going to be forced to break your heart again. Ah, you guys, it's nothing special. The cupcakes sound amazing, though. It's special to me. Of course, because I'll be making them. We all share a collective laugh. How about you, Yuri? Ideally, I'd like to do something that could enhance the atmosphere of our performances. Okay, and Yuri's actually a little more positive in this universe. She's not automatically assuming that she's useless. I'd like to experiment with some aromatherapy as well, if that's okay with you. Of course, that's fine. I'm excited to see what you come up with. You've also got beautiful handwriting, so perhaps something that involves that. Yuri ponders for a small moment. How about banners and decorations? It's funny that you mentioned that. I was just about to say that myself. Okay, well, at least Yuri's happier in this universe. Aside from thinking that I hate her. Well, great minds think alike, right? She shares a laugh with Yuri and turns to me. Oh no! Anyway, that just leaves you, Daniel. The only club member who's useless. Useless? Don't say that. Okay, so the role of the depressing, self-depreciating person will now be played by me. In fact, it looks like all of us have a lot of work to do for the festival. I'm pretty sure I speak for everyone when I say that some help would be much appreciated. Okay, and well, I guess that's obviously why Sayori has a task of her own this time. Which means she has a legit chance of getting chosen and of us romancing her and whatever. So, it's basically a choice between who to spend my weekend with. Why do I suddenly feel so nervous? Because this will be a life or death situation. I don't know. Or who knows, maybe it will be. I don't know this mod very well. I suppose I could use a bit of help. Not that I really need it, but if you want to bake stuff, I could always just have you do some dirty work. I'm gonna be a minion. Or, no. But if you help, you better not sneak a cupcake to eat. Natsuki, I doubt Daniel will want to help you if you make him out to be a burden. I don't want to feel like a burden. If you don't need any help, I believe he'd be better off assisting someone else. Well, that's up to him to decide. Maybe he likes baking. Have you ever thought of that? Besides, how hard could it be making decoration? How hard could making decorations be anyway? It's not as though I'm only speaking for myself. Yeah, we have Natsuki. Well, yes, we do have Natsuki, but we also have Sayori in the mix. And, well, like I said, I know Monika doesn't have her route, but I would imagine that if she did have her route, this would be part of the choice here to spend time with her. Monika and Sayori would likely be appreciative of help as well. And not that it really matters, but decorating requires a lot of creativity and meticulous work. So does baking. You've never baked a day in your life. How could you possibly know? Throughout their bickering, I can't help but notice that Sayori hasn't said a word. Does she not want me to help her? Man. Ugh, I hate this. Well, I mean, obviously, if the mod is guilt-tripping me into not helping Sayori right away, well, then I guess you know that they're doing their job right. Or am I just overthinking this? It's impossible to think properly with the arguing going on. Take me away! Guys! Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, it's like Natsuki said. Daniel's the only one who gets to decide how he'd like to contribute. There's no need to argue over him like he's the last boy on Earth. Well, given this universe, he might as well be. Aside from Mr. Sakurai, I haven't seen any other guys around here. I think it's fair to say that each of us have plenty of work to do. This has nothing to do with him being a boy. Man, Natsuki, you just... It's like, you're not helping your case here. I agree. We're merely discussing our workloads. Yeah, it's not like we're playing the dating game here. Except we are, actually. Looks like Monika has united Natsuki and Yuri with a common enemy. Herself. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just move on already? Alright, moving along. Daniel, you're okay with this, right? No. I just don't want to break her heart again. In the end, it's up to you. I guess it's all up to me. Of course. Humph. Very well. Please say something. In that case, everyone looks straight at me, varying expressions playing on their faces. Stop looking at me! Of course, I'm going with... well... I can't see how I would mess this one up. I might try to see, like, what would happen if I pick Monika? But, yeah. I guess I'll save that for another time. Okay, let's see here. Weekend... Natsuki. Anyways, well, baking does sound like it could be fun. And cupcakes seem like they'd be a two-person task. Trust me, baking is a blast. I guarantee you'll enjoy it. Huh? I thought you wanted to do the baking on your own. It's like, you actually believed that, Monika? I can read Natsuki like a book, as well as Sayori. For the last time, I never said that. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Not that I really need it, but if you want to help bake stuff, yep. Okay, and that's about as far back as it goes. Besides, Daniel's right. Baking is a two-person job. Oh, I'm sorry, Natsuki. I must have missed that part. Anyways, Sayori, Yuri, will you guys be alright by yourselves? She won't be. While Yuri looks a bit disappointed, Sayori looks content with my choice. Do you call this the face of disappointment? And well, Yuri, can you blame me? You've been making it seem like you don't want to be around me, even though I've tried to be nice to you, and you make it sound like you just don't want me around. Okay, well. Of course. Yeah, definitely. I'll get the goodie bags done, no problem. Just for that, when I do get to your route, I'm definitely going to rub salt in the wound there. It's like, now you'll have to spend time with me. And I'll certainly be able to handle the directions. And I'll certainly be able to handle the decorations on my own. Oh yeah? Then why'd you make such a big deal out of working with Daniel? Because I am the last boy on Earth. Natsuki just put Yuri on the spot, and she does not look too happy about it. Natsuki, I was just making a point that I'd appreciate some help. Unlike you, I wanted to work with Daniel because it would be more efficient. Oh, unlike her? Uh-oh. Just what are you... Okay, everyone calm down. Daniel has made his choice, and that's final. I've made my decision. No more bickering. Natsuki and Yuri angrily eye each other before giving up on their argument. I mouth a thank you to Monika. She smiles back sweetly. Thank you for saving me. I don't think anyone wants a repeat of my first official day. Not even Natsuki and Yuri. And especially not Monika. Okay, moving on. Does everyone know what they're doing for the festival? Everyone nods. Sweet! You guys excited for the festival? No. Oh yeah, definitely. Natsuki's mood quickly changes at the mention of the festival. Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. Everything is awesome except the performance. Monika rolls her eyes, annoyed. Anyone else? How about you, Daniel? Are you excited? If I say yes, do I get to live? Me? No, the other Daniel. Well, I guess I'm the other Daniel. Well, it'll be interesting at the very least. That's good enough for me! It's like, good, I'll take that answer. I'm looking forward to the festival as well, Monika. Yeah, I can't wait! It seems Sayori cheered up a bit. That's great to hear! Okay, everyone, remember to bring in your stuff on Monday. That also includes your poems. Will do. Alrighty then, see you guys at the festival! With that, everyone disperses to grab their things. I start over to Sayori, but a tug on my arm stops me. Hey, where do you think you're going? To go walk with my best friend, whose heart I don't want to break, and don't want to see anything life-scarring happen to. You know we have no way of communicating with each other, right? Oh, right. Don't know how that slipped my mind. Probably because you were going to run off after Sayori. I guess we should exchange phone numbers. Yeah. Just don't make it weird or anything. Well, you're making it weird by asking me to not make it weird. Right. Natsuki hands me her phone and I hand her mine. Her phone case is bright pink with black polka dots. It's about what I expected from Natsuki, although the phone itself seems to be one of the older generations. My phone, on the other hand, is dark gray and doesn't have a case, just a screen protector. Nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. I put my number into Natsuki's phone and she does the same to mine. Once we're done, we hand the phones back. Geez, your contact list is sad. Oh, really? Well, what were you expecting? It's basically just Sayori and your parents. Hey, why are you looking at my contacts? I had to put in my number. Duh. Why'd you just look at my contacts? Well, I'm not a very social person. I figured. Natsuki grins smugly. That smug laugh. That oh-so-smug laugh. Okay, no. She's not Ishtar. Okay, I'm gonna come over to your house on Sunday. My house? Yeah, why not? Because my house is... ugly. Oh, I just assumed I'd be going over to your house, because I'm helping you. Ha! My dad would kill me if I had a boy over. And then he'd probably kill you for being a boy. That's a bit strict. I doubt my mother will care, since she probably won't be home. Good. That works out just fine. Alright, I'll text you what we need. See you then. Oh, one more thing. One more thing. Yeah? Thanks for the advice on Sayori. Just please don't let it bite me in the face later. It's appreciated. Really. Yeah, sure. I mean, I care about her too. So I don't want you saying the wrong thing and making her worse. Yeah, I wouldn't want that either. Alright then. Just stick to my advice and you'll be fine. Noted. Good, you're finally learning. Okay, see you Sunday. Bye. My cakes will burn. Okay, that actually makes sense in this case. Natsuki walks out, leaving me alone in the club room. Alone again. Naturally. Wait, where's Sayori? She didn't wait for me. I look around the club room, finding myself all alone. Guess she sneaked out while I was talking to Natsuki. She must have not wanted to walk home with me today. Because she doesn't like you. Oh well. Okay, now for nothing eventful to happen. Oh my... Look at this room. Classy. It's definitely a lot different from the living room that I've seen in like the Purist mod. And even in Hello Yuri. Okay, well, I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and save this video here. Or stop the video here. Okay, well, I guess next time we are going to speak... well, we're going to be baking cupcakes with Natsuki. So I'll see you guys then. Stay golden and later, folks.